Hello, everybody. My name is Master Chen.
I'm Zenify.
And you are either watching or listening to Mental Overflow.
You almost said the other one.
No, I didn't. All right. So really quickly, before we get to the meat and potatoes, you can find me at Chenbox on Twitter. That's CHENB0X.
You can find me at Zenify_EXE.
And you can find us both at Mental Overflow. Pretty simple. We are a podcast that's really geared towards psychology and social engineering and a little bit of mix of the both. Sometimes we'll have other shit in there too, but that's the bulk. So today, this is episode 13. We are talking about word choices and how that helps with persuasion and influence. Okay. Now, this kind of ties together a lot of stuff that we've talked about before, such as framing, mirroring, and these word association. We had that episode a few weeks back, and it's so important to social engineering because that's the bulk of your work is the word choice. The word choice helps you with your persuasion. It helps you with pretty much, everything that you're trying to do. There's a difference in, like, for instance, I was talking to you about this earlier, Zenify. And I'm using an example from Jeffrey Gitomer, who's a really excellent sales person. His whole business is just sales, how to sell better and whatnot. I've been to a seminar or two with him. Great guy, excellent advice when it comes to sales. And the thing that stuck out in my head was, would you rather your customers be satisfied or no? I'm messing this all up too. So he was talking about customer satisfaction. Okay. And he was saying, okay, well, let's talk about like your wives, right? Like, would you rather your wife be satisfied or loyal? So he's talking about customer satisfaction versus customer loyalty.
Earlier, I immediately said satisfied.
Right.
But then I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, wait, no, but then loyal, but then wait. If they're just loyal but they're not satisfied, they might become unloyal. So I thought of it as a catch-22.
But it really isn't a catch-22 because if your wife is loyal and you also loyal to your wife, it's because it's more than just an issue of satisfaction. It's an issue of other types of commitments and just, But that's besides the point. This isn't about marriage counseling. The point is word choice.
Okay.
The difference between the word satisfaction versus the word loyalty, or something along those lines. Now, of course, that's a kind of an extreme example, but it kind of gives you the point, right? It brings that home. And so, again, I'm talking about word choices. We talked about, a big indicator of this too, or a big example of this would be media and propaganda. And I'm not naming any like organization specifically because both sides of the aisle do it. Like everybody uses persuasion in their own way. Everybody uses word choice in their own way. And if you have, like, as an example, if you have a left-leaning versus a right-leaning publication, they're going to report the same facts, but they're going to use different words to lean one way or the other. And that's just part of the quote-unquote game. That's just part of the game. And as a social engineer, you have to understand this, and you have to understand how to use it in your pen testing and whatnot. Now, yes, we could talk about NLP and body language. Am I reading you with your body language? Well, sure, of course. But it's your word choice that will get you through, for instance, a phone call pen test or a phone call engagement or something where you're not face-to-face with the person. You can't always read body language. You will always be using your words, even in a phishing email, even in a regular email that deals with persuasion. You're always going to be using your words. You might not always encounter body language. You're not going to encounter body language in a phishing email, like I just said. You're not going to encounter body language over a phone call. You might be able to get voice connotation over the phone.
That's what I was that's what I was gonna.
But the voice connotation is still not body language. And yes, it is different from word choice. I can't clump that together. But still, in order to get voice connotation, it comes down to using your words.
Yeah. Do you have any advice on specific situations where you'd want to use one versus the other?
That's all. It's all dependent on the situation. It really is.
All situational.
Right.
Because I'm trying to think of like company outings versus being at the company. Do you refer to, if you have customers coming in, as these are my colleagues, or these are my acquaintances, or are these my coworkers? How badly do you think those words affect the mindset of maybe a customer on-site visit or a client visiting your company?
Well, it's definitely dependent on the situation.
Because now I'm trying to get deeper into like culture. Like, are you supposed to refer to these people a specific way to sell, or are those just too closely knitted that it doesn't really matter?
Well, actually, a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, said it best when I was kind of talking about social awkwardness over lunch.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, it's all about reading the room. So you read the room, you kind of get that sense of, like, what's going on, and then you adjust your word choice accordingly. So, and that's what I say, it depends on the situation. This technique is definitely a situational thing. And it depends on the type of mood that you want to get your target or the person sitting across from you. It depends on their mood that you want to get them in. Mm-hmm. If you want to piss them off, obviously you're going to use words that will piss them off.
Yeah.
And that could help you in some way or another. It really all depends on the situation. If you want to calm them down, obviously you're going to be using words that will soothe them and relax them and say, hey, look, you now, if I am sitting across from you, of course I can use body language, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm just going to sit here with my arms crossed and then try to soothe you or calm you down with calm words, I might maybe slow down a little bit, which is what we'll talk about in the next episode.
Right.
But it all depends on the situation.
Yeah, so really I'm trying to think of actual situations that maybe our viewers could relate to or use in their day-to-day life. For some reason, I thought of this example where you're in a situation that you want to get out of. Like maybe you're talking with someone that you don't like. You're with your girlfriend or significant other of some sort, and you refer to them as a friend because you want them to get angry in the moment to pull you out of there subvertly. But then you have to hope that you could defend yourself later enough to calm them down to go, that was only that I knew you would react that way to get us out of that situation.
So I see how you would use that word choice, like introducing your girlfriend as just your friend.
Yeah.
Without discussing that with your significant other first.
That
will definitely piss them off, right? But
you want them to be mad, though.
You need that.
You need that real reaction.
Exactly. You need the real reaction. You need that spontaneous. Oh my God! Fuck you! And then if you can convince them later that was your plan all along, then more power to you.
Yeah.
I personally find that maybe a little bit difficult. But,
yeah, it might be.
But no, I see what you're saying. No, that's exactly kind of where I was going. Is it depends on the mood that you're trying to set. Trying to calm them down, trying to anger them, trying to perturb them. Even a small annoyance can be handled with word choice.
Yeah.
Like for instance, do you call your waiter, or do you call them something worse?
Yeah. I mean, I've called a male waiter before a waitress.
Right. And it's a subtle difference, but it will definitely change the mood.
Yeah.
And so, again, this is such an important topic, and I can't stress that enough. We'll probably cover this later again.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this again because it's just so important. If you want to piss them off, I don't want to say that's great, but hey, if you can control your words that way, awesome.
Yeah.
And that just makes you a more powerful social engineer. It makes you a more powerful salesperson, a more powerful persuader. And if you can master this, there's just really, I think the sky's the limit for you.
Is it just word, or could it be names as well? Like, I know your name is Chet, but if I said, I don't know what else to call you, Ben. If I'm just like, yeah, this is Ben, and it's like, it's insulting.
Actually,
but is that just like in a way insulting? Is that also considered the word change, or no? Is that just something? Is that a different?
No, actually, you're getting this concept quite well. I would consider that part of this subject because, like, let's say I know your name, but I want to piss you off.
Yeah,
I will purposely say, "Oh, hi, this is my friend Zanifi."
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. You know that you've maybe corrected me several times, but I'm still getting it wrong.
Yeah.
You're pissed off, and maybe you will do something in a pissed off manner that I am actually trying to get you to do. Like, you're trying to get rid of me now because you're so pissed off. Here, the door's open. Just go down the hall. He's on your right.
Yeah.
Right. So now that gets you past, just to get me out of your hair.
Yeah.
Or lack of.
Yeah.
See, The word choice also helps with laughter, inducing laughter.
Ah.
You know, if you can make somebody laugh, that's another key to the kingdom. But again, I don't know how to stress this enough. Word choice, word choice, word choice. In every aspect of social engineering and persuasion, it's word choice. Mm-hmm. You can do a lot with NLP. You could do a lot neuro-linguistic programming. That's also kind of word choice, really.
Yeah. The
only thing that's really not word choice is body language. Mm-hmm. But the body language kind of comes with the words, right? And we've mentioned it before, and I'm going to beat it to death like a dead horse. Word choice. Sorry, I just totally lost it there. But body language, like over the phone, you're not going to see body language, but you'll get the voice connotation. And my God, we could just keep going with this.
Yeah.
But I hope you're getting the gist of the idea.
I totally am, yeah.
Right. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
So, do you have any questions about this? I mean, like...
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like thinking of like realistic situational examples, and so that's why I wanted to bring those up.
Okay, awesome. So, that's what we're covering today is word choice. If you have an idea of how you can use word choice to persuade your friends and family and maybe Mark's or whatever it is that you're working on, leave some suggestions in the comments down below. We like those. Like and subscribe, and then we'll see you again next week. Yep. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Again, my name is Master Chen.
Zenify.
And you've been watching Mental Overflow.
Thank you.